It was a taboo. I had to prepare. I had to make sure when I come in front of you, I'm prepared. Like she said, my name is Benjamin Twaila, and I'm going to be here trying to motivate you, trying to give you the path of my life. How did it come for me to be so successful in this University of Business? So it only took me to decide what is it that I really want in my life. So guys, it takes a lot of perseverance to be successful. It takes a lot of effort to be successful. And it takes a lot of commitment, not dedication. When you commit, you don't leave anything out. You tell yourself that you're going to be successful. So like I was born and raised in Guam, even though I relocated to Bethlehem. Currently I have about 8 years. But now I finished ministry in 2006. By the way, I did what we call Bantu education. Some of you at this stage or as you go along, maybe you know this education system will change. The reason why I'm saying this, I'm still an undergrad student. I'm finishing my degree. But I came here late. I came with a lot of commitment, telling myself I'm going to do everything in my power to be successful. And then I went to Salifan Call Center College. This college, it was there in Bethlehem back in the days. So I had to do things like a call center. You know these people when you call them up, MTN sends all of your networks, right? You call them and then when you ask the question, I was doing some a work like that. So what I'm going to tell you is that I was not earning much, but I had to commit. I had to put everything in my power. I remember I managed to get myself a job as a counselor. I had a BAA certificate. It was a certificate. Basic ambulance attendance. I have that. I also have that call center certificate, but they did not work for me. What I'm going to tell you now is that you should at least utilize your current situation. If you find yourself in a situation whereby you only have what you have. Today you have your, at least you have bursaries, you have money, your family activity, money, this to study. That is the current situation that you find yourself in. I always say, I believe only in God. If He places you in the situation, and then you say, this is nonsense, this is not right, you're actually saying, oh, God made a mistake by putting you there. So always utilize your situation. And then the other thing is that I got myself a job as a counselor, and I worked there for 2 years. After getting that job with that call center, working 2 years, and then I proceeded and I worked in reception for another 2 years. I was not getting much, that is what you see. But there was something inside me that kept on saying, Ben, you're meant for greater things. You're going to be great, you're going to do it. And then out of that small money, out of those that situation that was not at least motivating, I had to motivate myself. I'm going to try to motivate you today, but if you don't tell yourself that you want to be motivated, you're not going to be. So tell yourself that how far do you want to go? And stop going together with your friends and conform to everything that they say. What do you want? I'm going to ask you. Furthermore, on my feet here, when I decided to come here, they promoted me to the supervisor. I became a supervisor in one of the casinos, the casino in Bethlehem. So that casino is actually funding each and every single thing. I became a supervisor. Then when I decided to quit, that is when things started to change. I worked hard. I did everything in my power to make sure I would bring value to the current situation. I did not quit. Use what you currently have. That is acceptable. I have to smile. Guys, one everything that you do, don't be too serious. Have this intimacy with whatever you're doing. I usually encourage people during the holidays that I work with. You know, you can be a petrol attendant. Please smile. you guys, you are the first years, but you have been experienced life. And then what is happening is that you need to be at least find love with whatever you are doing. Stop complaining. Work hard. I always try to go over and above everyone. When you come to school, set yourself goals. Those who are doing FS 101, we are going to teach you how to set the goals, smart goals. So set for yourself, not anybody else. Yourself some goals, and then try to make sure that you don't lose contact with those goals. You see? So I always find an opportunity where everybody finds something that they use to do this directly. If you see somebody say this course is so difficult, we have to follow this lot of material that we have to upload from eGuide, this module, this science is difficult, this biology is so many slides, 30 slides, 40 slides. What do you expect? Why are you here? What are you expecting? It has to be difficult. Remember, the obstacles they filter out those people who give up. If you give up, it means there are some of the people who are going to give up. It means there are some of the people, like myself, who are going to say, I'm going to do it. And then remember, when you achieve something, it is difficult. It is worth it. Something that you get sweating, making sure that you do everything in your power to be different from others. That thing becomes more important to you. Look at most of the people who did not work hard to get what they have today. Heredity from parents, money, a lot of money. What do they do with that money? They play with it. But the owner of that money will live with that. The owner, the person who worked hard for that, would not do that, would not play around with that money. But the person who worked hard for that money knows the exact moment. I have to sweat for this. Then that is why I have to take care of it. It wasn't easy to come here to this and this. I was placed on an extended program. And I was happy. And even if they said on 7 days I was going to be here because I knew or I'm looking for something. If you want something, time doesn't say anything. He said, well, it's fine, it's okay, as long as I can do everything that I want. In 2010, I was taken to the Palace Palace, Kempton Park. How many of you know who's over from Kempton Park in Johannesburg? Sometime here is fine, yes, yeah, I'm going to know them. As I'm saying, I was taken to in 2010. Remember, I said in I finished my matric in 2006. So in 2010, I worked from 2006, 2007, 2008, and then 2010. In 2009. This is what happened. It took me to training. It's because they've seen something that I was not even aware. They took me to Emperor's Palace and came to Park Shop and I was trained property management system. And this system, after 3 months, remember in 2010, what was happening from 15 June until 15 July? Was over. They trained me. They trained me how to train other people. After 3 months, then I came here. I came in Bethlehem and I had to train other people. But I did not listen to this. I did not get compensated for that. You see, I'm not talking about money. There's so many positions, changing positions, but I did not get compensated for that. No money, no evidence. You see, what really happened, they give me some intentions. People who form my money, yet my deputy, that's the college, who are doing hospitality, I have to train them. And when I train them, I'm not complaining. Listen to me. I am not complaining. I'm not saying I'm not getting money, I'm not doing that. But I had to do everything in my power to be happy. So in your situation currently, you must make sure that you try to be happy. When you start, if you start with a place like this, you are not going to manage it. You know, what do they say about the partnership with money? Works better if it is open. So when you just support the two, you are sinning. So when you start, you try to behave. When you do something that you like, don't complain, don't moan, don't go outside and try to recruit people to complain like yourself. You understand? So try to behave, smile on everything. Make sure that you do everything in your power. Do you know that those lectures, they are being paid for consultation hours? Guys, do you know that? They are being paid for consultation. Most of the first years, they are not giving you. They are being paid to help you, and you are not going to them and ask for help. So you need from today, ask for help, ask questions. There is no question that we say, maybe this is a stupid question. You see, lecturers like people who ask questions. Lecturers like people who engage in the class. I used to be like that in the first grade. Maybe I knew something that people doesn't know. I don't go there with the consultation hours. Why? In the class, my head is I study at night. I ask questions. I contribute in the class. When I knock during the lunchtime, no lecturer is going to say, no, I'm eating. Can't you see Benjamin and busy? It's because I know. To find that relationship, you and the lecturer, what is going to happen? You are going to be successful because you get information. So from today, guys, use activities that are around here. Stop complaining, make life, not excuses. But from today, I'm going to make the biggest assumption ever. The reason why you wake up early in the morning you came here is because you want to change your life. And you're going to know that the way excuses sounds best to the people who are making them. If you say, no, I'm sick, I overslept, I cannot go to the lecture, it sounds best for you. No, there is no water in the rest, I cannot go to the lecture without bathing. That is an excuse. If you fail in 5 years' time, you try to complain, you say to your husband, future husband, your wife, whoever you're talking to, you say, no, I failed on my first day because there's no water. You'll find it will sound bitter, it will sound like it's vain. Last came in 2010, you remember there was a strike in Free State. Some of you will remember that. There was a big teacher strike during the World Cup. After excuses sounds best to the people who are going to stop making excuses, make life. So you have a chance now. You have a chance. I have a friend of mine who met them there. I worked so much with her. She, listen to this. This is so important. She was here. She wanted this opportunity. She got the bursar. After getting the bursar, what did she do? She started joining. And then she dropped out. There is nothing painful like being dropped out. When you go to community as a dropout, you're on the inside. You'll feel like you can change it. You'll feel like you can at least move to somewhere. So make sure that you study hard to drop out. Because that thing you always keep in your mind, why at the back of in the tertiary, A19, you say what? A19, so please make sure it's painful. My wife, she wants to come to tertiary. She doesn't have enough time. What can I do? You are here. Most of you have bursars. You have funding. Your parents are sweating. Others may even sell cows for you to be here. It means you need to make sure, because there are people who are saying, if only I can get the opportunity to come to church, then you come here and those things don't go so well. There are people who are who say, if only I can get my but they don't have enough work, they don't have funding, they can't get here. But you are here, so you have the opportunity to do that. I started failing since I was young. I failed twice. I failed twice myself before. I finished matric, I was 20 years. I was the oldest in the class. I have about 6 years FBS. 6. Some of you complain, no, I'm old, I have about 2 years FBS. I failed twice, I have 6 years FBS. But I'm saying I'm young, I'm going to do it. It's all about you telling yourself that I am going to do it. I never had distinctions from school. I never had distinctions from school. That is why I'm doing it. But I'm telling you at this stage, I'm going to get 10 distinctions on my timetable from the university. You create something great, something amazing out of the life. is nothing. I'm actually saying make something out of nothing. Make something amazing out of nothing. Make connections. And the gentleman here, you see this gentleman, this white okay. It's myself and that guy, that gentleman, is a general manager in Casino. To be the head general manager in Vivo Casino. So, by the time when I speak to those people that you see, these people are aligned for success. No people that you see, well, this guy is so gentleman, please again, exchange the number, you talk to him, and if I need something, if I don't know, because there are some, most of you don't know stuff, and then ask questions, go to the offices, go and silent. Don't be shy. Those people that give me to me. So this gentleman, when I decided to leave in 2020, when I put my resignation there, he told me that, you know what, you can not leave. But I was going to give you the hope of the money. No, you know what, I'm going out there to change things. You know what he said? If you are successful and your success can change the life of others, nothing. So he actually proposed to give me the bazaar. I had to cancel the next. Another guy is Dr. F.M. Wan. Most of the senior students will know that. He was a gentleman who was busy with the Bible education now. I knew that gentleman